Want to learn English while enjoying a great story? You're in the right place. Today's story is about a brave knight, a secret mission, and a decision that could stop a war. It's told in simple English, so you can listen, read, and learn together, step by step. Let's get started. The Knight and the King's Secret Mission. A long time ago, there was a big and powerful kingdom. The kingdom was full of people, animals, and many interesting things. One day, a knight came to this kingdom. The knight wore black and white clothes. He looked tall, strong, and serious. His name was Lars. Lars walked slowly to the main town. The town had a big open space called the market square. It was full of people selling and buying things. There were fruits, clothes, tools, and animals. But Lars didn't come to buy food or clothes. He came for something special. He wanted a potion. Lars walked past many people. He walked to a dark corner of the market. In that corner he saw a small shop. A man was standing behind the table. He was a trader. Lars looked at the man. "Hello, trader," Lars said. "Yes, sir?" the trader replied. "I need a potion. Do you have any?" "Potion?" the man said. No potions here. None." Lars looked directly into the man's eyes. "I believe you know what I want," he said calmly. The trader looked left and right. Then he said, Oh yes, potion. What kind of potion?" "A potion for strength," Lars replied. The trader became quiet. "There is not much potion these days," he whispered. "The special item I need to make it is hard to find." Then he looked around again and said, "I can make it, but it will cost you a lot." "I have gold," Lars said. "I need 2 strength potions. When will they be ready?" "Come back this evening," said the trader. "They will be ready." Lars nodded and walked away. People in the market watched him. They did not know him, but they felt something different. Lars was famous. He was not a normal man. He was a free knight, a warrior with no master. Lars often traveled from kingdom to kingdom. He fought for kings. He fought for people. And sometimes he fought for gold. Now Lars walked to the castle. It was big and made of stone. A long stone bridge went over the river. When Lars reached the castle door, 2 guards stopped him. "Who are you?" one guard asked. "My name is Lars," he said. "I want to see the king." "You can't. Go away," the guard said. Lars said nothing. He took off his bag slowly. He opened it and took out an old scroll. "Look at this," he said. "This scroll is from the king." The guard looked at it carefully. It had the royal mark on it. It looked real. "All right," the guard said. "You can enter." Lars entered a large room in the castle. It was beautiful, with big windows and golden chairs. Many guards stood around. They looked at Lars with suspicious eyes. After a few minutes, the king came in. His name was King Ander. He wore a long robe that was all purple, the color of kings. He had gold around his neck and arms. "Are you Lars?" the king asked. "I am," Lars replied. He held up the scroll. "I want to speak with you." "Come with me," said King Ander. They went into a smaller room. There they sat on soft chairs. The king gave Lars a cold drink. "Thank you for coming," the king said. "I see you received my message." "Yes," Lars replied. "I also heard that you need help." "What have you heard exactly?" the king asked. "You need someone to take a load of gold to your brother, Prince Arthurin. You need a man you can trust." "I am that man," Lars said. The king thought for a long time. Then he said, "Why should I trust you?" "I helped you before," Lars said. "I did not betray you then. I will not betray you now." "This is gold," the king said. "It is not the same as war. Gold can change people." "I don't want gold. I already have gold," Lars replied. "Then why do you want to help?" "I like to travel. I like to discover new things." The king looked at Lars carefully. Then he said, "All right, take the gold. I'll tell my guards to prepare it." "Thank you, King Ander," Lars said. "But don't thank me yet," the king said. "When my brother gets the gold, then I will pay you." Lars walked out of the castle. One of the guards called to him. "So you are the one taking the gold?" he asked. Yes, Lars said. Good luck, the guard laughed. There are many dangers on the road. You may not make it. The other guards laughed too. But then the guard became serious. Men, he called, prepare the gold. It leaves tomorrow. That evening, Lars returned to the market. The trader was waiting. Do you have my potions? Lars asked. Yes, said the trader. They were not easy to make. It will cost you 6 gold pieces. Lars was surprised, but he gave the gold to the trader. The trader gave him 2 small bottles. Thank you, kind sir, the trader said. Good luck on your journey. Lars said nothing. He turned and walked away. The next morning, 3 guards came to Lars. They were strong, brave men. They would go with Lars to protect the gold. They brought weapons and war armor. They were ready for trouble. Their leader's name was Alfred. Alfred looked at Lars and asked, Are you ready? Yes, we can go, said Lars. Before we leave, said Alfred, I must say something. We are the king's best guards. We will protect you. But if you try to take the gold, we will kill you. Lars smiled. That's good to know, he said. Alfred looked into Lars' eyes. This is not a joke, he said. It's a warning. I understand, Lars replied. Now let's go. The gold was in large bags on a wagon. 4 horses pulled it. Lars looked at the wagon and smiled. And so, the journey began. The journey had started. Lars and the 3 guards walked beside the wagon. The gold was heavy. The horses moved slowly. The sun was high in the sky. It was a hot day. The road was long and quiet. The guard named Alfred walked beside Lars. We will sleep in the next village, he said. It is not far, but we must stay alert. Bandits often come to this road. Bandits? Asked Lars. Yes, men who live in the forest. They want gold. They steal and kill. Lars nodded. I have met many like them, but they have never beaten me. The other 2 guards were named Bram and Ellis. They were younger but strong. Bram was quiet. Ellis liked to talk. I've never seen so much gold, Ellis said. What would you buy if this gold was yours? Lars smiled. I would buy books, and a ship, and maybe peace. Peace? Asked Ellis. Yes, Lars said. That is the most expensive thing. As the sun began to set, the group reached a small village. It had only a few houses and 1 inn. The guards checked the wagon. Everything was safe. Alfred paid for 2 rooms. 1 for the guards, 1 for Lars. Inside the inn, the owner gave them warm food. Bread, soup, and fish. They ate quietly. After the meal, Alfred said, Tomorrow we enter the forest. The path is dangerous. Stay close. Lars nodded. He drank some water. Then he touched his bag. Inside were the 2 potions. He still had not used them. That night, Lars did not sleep much. He looked out the window. The wind was strong. The night was dark. Suddenly he saw something move. A shadow near the wagon. Lars stood up quickly. He grabbed his sword. He opened the door and walked outside. The air was cold. The moon was high. Lars walked slowly to the wagon. Who's there? He called. No answer. He moved closer. Then he saw a man running away. Lars ran after him. The man wore dark clothes. He was fast, but Lars was faster. He caught the man near a tree. He pulled the hood off the man's head. It was a boy, not more than 14 years old. What are you doing here? Lars asked. I'm sorry. I was just looking. I didn't take anything. Why are you near the gold? I live in this village, the boy said. I was curious. Lars looked into the boy's eyes. He seemed afraid but honest. Lars let him go. Go home. Don't come near us again. The boy ran into the dark. The next morning they left the village. The forest road was long and quiet. The trees were tall. The path was narrow. Everyone was alert. Suddenly, Bram stopped. Do you hear that? He asked. A sound came from the trees. Leaves moved. Branches cracked. Then they saw them. 5 men with swords and masks. They jumped onto the road. Give us the gold, one shouted. Alfred shouted back. You'll have to fight us for it. The guards pulled out their swords. Lars also took out his sword. The bandits attacked. It was a fast and hard fight. Lars moved like a storm. He hit one bandit, then another. The guards fought bravely. In just a few minutes, all the bandits ran away. One was left on the ground, hurt. Alfred looked at Lars. "You are strong," he said. Lars smiled. "I haven't even used my potion yet." The bandits were gone. The road was quiet again. Lars cleaned his sword. Alfred checked the wagon. The gold was safe. "We must move," Alfred said. "They may return with more men." The guards and Lars walked all day. The road was long and tiring. The forest was deep. They heard birds and strange animals. At sunset they reached a hill. From the top they could see far. "That is the border," Alfred said. "Just over that hill is Arthur's kingdom." Lars looked at the land. It was peaceful and green, but something in his heart felt heavy. That night they camped under the stars. The fire was small. The night was quiet. Lars sat near Alfred. "Tell me," Lars said, "have you ever met King Arthur?" "Once," Alfred said. "He is proud and quiet. He does not like visitors." "Why is he not at war like his brother?" Lars asked. "I don't know," Alfred said. "Some say the two brothers don't trust each other." Lars looked into the fire. The flames moved like thoughts in his mind. He took the potions out of his bag. 2 small bottles. The liquid inside was red and glowing. He held them in his hand, but he did not drink. The next morning they crossed the hill. Soon, they reached the gates of Arthur's castle. The guards there wore silver armor. They did not smile. "Who are you?" one of them asked. "We come from King Ander," said Alfred. "We bring gold for his brother." The guard looked at Lars. "And you?" he asked. "My name is Lars," he said. "I was sent to protect the gold." The guard opened the gate. "Enter," he said. "But be careful. Prince Arthur does not trust strangers." Inside the castle, the halls were dark and cold. It was not like King Ander's castle. There were fewer decorations, fewer people. Soon, Prince Arthur came into the hall. He was tall and serious. He wore no smile, only a thin silver crown. "So," he said slowly, "my brother sends me gold. And who are you?" he asked Lars. "My name is Lars," said the knight. "Your brother asked me to bring the gold safely." Arthur looked at the bags of gold. Then he looked at Lars. "Tell me," Arthur said, "did Ander say why he sent this gold?" "No," said Lars. "Only that it was important." Arthur raised one eyebrow. "He lies," he said. Lars stood still. "What do you mean?" Arthur walked to the gold. "This gold is not a gift," he said. "It is a trap." "A trap?" Lars asked. "Yes," said Arthur. "My brother wants war. He sends gold as a trick. Then he will say I stole it. He will have a reason to attack me." Lars was shocked. "Why would he do that?" "Power," Arthur said. "He always wanted more land. He wants my land." Lars did not know what to say. He looked at the gold. "You must decide now," Arthur said. "Give me the gold, and your job is done. Or take the gold back to your king. But know this, he has lied to you." Lars stood still. He looked at the guards. He looked at Alfred. He looked at the 2 potions in his bag. His heart beat faster. What should he do? Lars stood in silence. The words of Prince Arthur were in his mind. "This gold is a trap. Your king wants war." Lars looked at Alfred, the lead guard. Alfred was confused. "We came to deliver gold," he said. "We have no orders for war." Prince Arthur replied, "You are only soldiers. The truth is above you." Lars stepped forward. "Then tell me the truth. What do you want me to do?" "Leave the gold here," Arthur said. "I will hide it, and I will send a message to my brother. I will say, 'Thank you, the gold has arrived.'" Lars frowned. "But that will be a lie." "Yes," Arthur said, "but it may stop war." Lars turned away and walked to a quiet part of the hall. He took the 2 potions from his bag. He held them in his hands. He still hadn't used them. "What should I do?" he whispered. He thought of King Ander. He thought of Arthurin. He thought of the guards who trusted him. He closed his eyes. Then he made a choice. He turned to both Arthurin and Alfred and said, "I will leave the gold here, but I will go back to Ander myself. I will tell him the truth." Prince Arthurin's eyes grew wide. "You will speak the truth to Ander?" "Yes," said Lars. "I will not fight for gold. I will fight for peace." The next day, Lars left Arthurin's castle. He carried no gold, only his sword and the scroll from King Ander. The guards stayed behind. Lars rode alone across the hills. He drank one potion of strength. It gave him energy. He rode faster. In 2 days he was back in King Ander's kingdom. He went straight to the castle. The guards let him in. King Ander sat on his throne. He looked surprised. "Lars, you are back. Where is the gold?" Lars walked forward. He looked into the king's eyes. "There is something you must hear," Lars said. Lars told the king everything. He told him about the bandits. He told him about the boy near the wagon. He told him what Prince Arthurin had said. When Lars finished, the room was silent. King Ander stood up. "You left the gold?" "Yes," said Lars. "You believed my brother?" "I believed what was right." King Ander stared at Lars for a long time. Then slowly he smiled. "You are brave," the king said. "You are not a servant. You are a man of truth." He sat back down. "I will not send soldiers," he said. "I will send a letter. Let peace remain between brothers." Lars smiled. The gold did not matter now. He had done his job, not for gold, but for truth.